Oh my goodness, are we in a renaissance right now of music? Beyonce? Um, just a reminder, y'all, there is a visual element to this podcast that you can view on Spotify. But if you are listening right now, I am wearing the Cowboy Carter t shirt exclusive merch box set that you had to get when Cowboy Carter dropped. I knew I knew this album was gonna be an iconic album, and Beyonce won her album of the year Grammy finally with the album. Sorry, got really passionate. Let me take a sip of my iced coffee. Today's iced coffee is homemade. So good. It is the Nespresso instant iced coffee, and it's like very finely like grated, so that you don't even have to swish it in the water that much. It dissolves, and it's really nice. And it's made for that. So if you want to go to your local grocery, you're looking for that, make sure it's the one that is like really fine, like looks like dust, not the ones that look like your regular instant coffee. You know what I'm saying? And then the milk is, well, I talk about this with Corey, um, but this milk is my favorite milk of all time. It's from Silk, and it's the protein milk. That's currently going for $4 on sale at your local No Frills. I'm not sponsored, but it's the cashew and almond protein milk with 13 grams of protein per serving, which is not a lot, but it's 90 calories for a serving. So protein to calorie ratio, that's kind of, um, I want to say, exquisite. But there should be a better word for it. Anyways, as I was saying, um, Beyonce finally got her album of the year Grammy Award um, for Cowboy Carter. I was there from the beginning. I understood. It made me want to represent H Town, Houston, Texas. That's how much I was so for. I was ready to ride for Cowboy Carter. I it it's so good. Um, definitely. Is it better than Renaissance? I don't know. I feel like that's like asking me which niece do I like better. Do I like the older niece? Or do I like the younger niece? Right now, I'm neutral with both of them. No, I love them. So I feel like, having said that, if clearly I'm all about supporting Cowboy Carter, as you can see, okay, but I did not. I was not able to get the Cowboy Carter tickets, but for the concert, but which had no tour date for Toronto, but I was able to get the pre-sale code. So I'm going to print this pre-sale code out, okay, and frame it and put it on my wall, because I've never gotten a pre-sale code in all of my life. Ticketmaster, you listen here. If you're listening, Ticketmaster, count your days, because of all times that I've given my money, everybody has given your money to Ticketmaster to go to concerts. Of all times, this is the first time I've ever gotten anything pre-sale code related. And I'm not including Nikki's tour for pre-sale code, because that was from her email newsletter. Wait a moment. I'm just checking my phone. Now this pre-sale code is actually not from Ticketmaster as well. It's from Beyonce's email subscribe list. So I've never got a pre-sale code from Ticketmaster. I was going somewhere with this. So yeah, so like I feel like if you've been clearly supporting this album, Cowboy Carter, you should have first dibs. All right, on getting these concert tickets. There needs to be a better verification system, because these resellers, I don't know how, but they swipe all the seats clean, and we're left nothing but crumbs. I was considering, you guys, I was considering, this is how much I love this album. I was considering going to the Houston tour date. Not not New Jersey. Okay, I've had enough of New Jersey. But I was willing to go to Houston, Texas to see Beyonce on the Cowboy Carter tour. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think so. I was ready to wear my Daisy Dukes, my cowboy boots, cowboy hats. You know, I could wear this too, but I was ready to go and do my little hoedown in Houston, but I didn't. The ticket resellers beat me to it. Even though I went in the pre-sale line for the Beyonce tickets, which apparently were a lot more expensive than Verizon pre-sale, because they apparently knew Ticketmaster knew that us fans would pay more, would cough up more pennies to see Beyonce, and I would have had the queue not close on me because they ran out of tickets. Anyways, that was my little spiel. The theme of this episode, if you haven't guessed it yet, is pop culture and music right now. I feel like we are in a renaissance. People are saying it's definitely giving recession pop. I don't necessarily know what that means because I feel like we've just been in a recession after recession, so it's all been recession pop. Um, but they're just saying that everybody who was popping back in the early 2010s are coming in swinging strong again. Um, Primarily Lady Gaga. She is back. She is back in the game. People are saying she reheated her nachos, and the nachos are good because she got the formula. Um, I just explained to one of my besties what reheating nachos is. It's basically, put it this way: nachos is something someone is like known for, or like they're like really skilled about, or an expertise in. So that in Gaga's case, that would be dark pop, right? We all know her for the fame monster, Born This Way. You know she can get a little spooky ooky. Well, she took those spooky ooky nacho chips that she put aside to do Joker 2, which no one talks about, which I haven't really watched. And I don't think I need to watch anymore because her new era is so good. Um, yeah, so she reheated her spooky ooky nachos, and she gave us Disease, which, Justice for Disease. I feel like that is just as great of a dark pop song as Abracadabra, but Abracadabra's, oh my god. You guys should have seen my first reaction to this music video of Lady Gaga's new song, Abracadabra. Just adding some exposition there for those fans, for those people, sorry, not fans, that do not give two craps about Lady Gaga. But she released a new song called Abracadabra, okay? And it's very, very good. If you were alive during the early 2010s, it's very reminiscent of Bad Romance, Alejandro vibes. Um, Very, just like there was this sense of urgency. So there was this sense of like hunger, and I feel like Lady Gaga's fans, Little Monsters, have been kind of fed throughout the years. They're not like really starved like Marina and the Diamonds fans. So I feel like Lady Gaga has been feeding her fans, but like they've been really yearning for old Gaga. I feel like we've all been yearning for the greats to do what they're great at. Um, Sidetrack, where Drake's new album just dropped on Valentine's Day a couple days ago, and it's really good because he, again, reheated his old nachos. I'm gonna sip a iced coffee. So, yeah, so like, it was just so good, you guys, and I feel like, okay, so now Lady Gaga's back, Katie is back. Um, with her new album. I don't know. I've just not been streaming it as much as I thought I would, but I appreciate the space she holds. All right, will always be a kitty cat. But Gaga, she rounded the pop goes up and go. This is grown woman pop with a little darkness, a little Catholic energy, a little gothic energy, and she gave it to us. So Gaga's back. Katie is back, which I'm still kind of waiting for her signed vinyl to come through. But UMG has been playing with me as well. Um, so I might not just never get that back. So that's $68 down the drain. Um, who else is back? Um, TV show wise, Buffy's coming back. Buffy's coming back. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is coming back, along with Michelle Gellar. Oh my god, it's like all my cultural touchstones are flipping around and they are saying, we're going to feed Kevy. We're going to feed Kevy Oh. We're going to feed him. And I'm going to be eating. I'm going to be eating. Guys, I'm so excited for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You don't even know because I feel, okay, this is my opinion. I feel if you liked Marvel movies and that snarky banter that people have been kind of making fun of now, but I feel like that was all thanks to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That that type of humor. I don't know. That like witty comebacks is just staple Buffy for me. I feel like if you're a Buffy fan, you know where I'm getting at. But like that witty comeback in the face of an apocalypse, okay? Buffy always had something to say. She always got the last word. But that always hit a core with me in terms of how I navigate in this world is I always want to first not take everything so seriously, even in the face of darkness. Cause girl, I was tested, okay, these past several years. I just feel like now I'm seeing the light in the end of the tunnel. Like I'm in the light, actually. But not to take things seriously, but also to keep calm and fight back. And that's what Buffy provided me. And I hope Buffy really like when the reboot happens. I think it's a continuation, so it's not really technically a reboot. When that happens, I hope that kind of like hope and energy and just having that hero, that strong female hero, really galvanizes a new generation of Slayers. Oh, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, so I love Buffy. I love she's back. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar. So she's on board. I feel like maybe the original cast will come back. I know David Boreanaz acknowledged it by giving Sarah good luck. David is the guy who plays Angel in the show, but I don't know if there's. I mean, he might make a quick cameo at the season finale if they want to, um, you know, do fan service. But I'm more excited just to see Buffy now as probably in her 40s, 50s now. I just want to see how she navigates life. I really do want her to be the pinnacle of the show, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's going to pass the torch to someone else and be a mentor or something, which is fine. But I love Buffy. I love Buffy so much. Who else is back, you guys? Who's been back for you? These are all the people that have been back for me. Sis is back with her new deluxe album. Deluxe album. Well, she, I think, released 3 more tracks, and they're all really good. PSA, Open Arms, Just SZA is on repeat. I love SZA so much. SZA is so back. I feel like Issa Rae is back. She's creating more things. I think she just did a really cool ad. I forgot, but Issa Rae, she looks amazing. So she's back. Um, they just did. She just made a movie with SZA and Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer's back. Keke, and the gag is Keke is back, and the gag is there's recent news that Keke might be in a Marvel movie. I don't know. She might be the new Storm. People say, "Oh, she can't be the new Storm," but the moment you underestimate Keke Palmer is the moment where you're gonna look really foolish. I feel like could do Professor X if she really wants to. That's how much Keke Palmer is so talented. But yeah, I just watched the movie One of Them Days. If you haven't watched it, it's such a feel good comedy movie. Um, and it moves along fairly quickly. But also, like, if you have been a TV show fan of Insecure, you're going to love One of Them Days because it has the same vibes. I feel like Issa did a way to make like a tribute to um, Insecure because some camera angles really reminded me of Insecure, especially when they're in that apartment complex. I loved it. I felt like it's good writing when you totally forget that you're watching a movie, and I felt like I was just like right behind Keke and SZA on their adventure, and I love the way Issa writes too. It's just and her and the way she writes conflict between friends. It doesn't feel too heavy-handed. It feels totally believable. Um, I'm like, I feel like we have those days where we want to like fight with our fans, but a lot of us are like um, conflict aversive, so we don't really get into it. But yeah, I loved it. It's good. Go watch it one of them days. Um, I think I think that's all the pop culture stuff that's been back for me. How long have I been rambling? Okay. Yeah, I've been rambling for a bit. But yes, I have been enjoying being a pop culture music connoisseur lately. Uh, I hope this inspired you to check out the things I've talked about. Um, if you need a new show to watch, please go give Buffy the Vampire Slayer a watch. You could watch the movie too. The movie's really good and campy. If you don't want to be committed to an entire series, but I think the entire series is on a streaming service. Last time I checked, it was on Netflix, but I think I should go give it a watch again. Thank you so much for spending your time listening, or if you're on Spotify, watching me. Hi. Um, I am 2 episodes in a row now. This has been quite nice. Um, People have been asking if I could do a tour of my room. Maybe I can, maybe after I clean up a little bit. It's looking a little cluttered. I don't usually have all these figurines around, like here, especially over there on top of my TV. But I've just been like kind of slowly giving my things away because I just want to clean things up a bit. Um, but I do love a little trinket if you know me. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next episode of Side Quests. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And I appreciate you. I appreciate the 3 or 4 people who are watching this. You guys love me down, and I love you even more downer. I love you deep. Okay. See you later. Bye.